Hello guys and welcome back to Hidden Gem Golf. Now we all know golf is hard. Now if you're anything like me with my 20 handicap, so not very good by any stretch, but my mental game is what really lets me down. If I have a bad shot or a bad hole, that can really ruin my entire round, and it really is a card killer. So I thought I'd come down to Skylark today, my home course, and just give you 5 golf facts that will make you feel better about your golf. Now, let's start with the tee box. Now, did you know that a 5 handicap golfer, so pretty damn good by all accounts, off of the tee, they are only hitting the fairway 49.7% of the time, which means they are missing more fairways than they're actually hitting. That is something that really surprised me. I always thought it was fairway or bust, but it turns out really low handicappers, even they miss more fairways than they're actually hitting. Let's see how we get on with this one. Now, I have hit the fairway there, but it was definitely a slice that I compensated for because, like I say, I am a 20 handicap golfer. Let's talk distances. When it comes to driving the ball, did you know that scratch golfers are only driving plus 275 18% of the time? Now, the higher you get in your handicap, the lower that percentage becomes. So take a 15 handicapper, for example, they're only actually hitting that distance 3% of the time. If you're 20, like myself, that goes down to 2% of golfers are hitting the ball 275 or plus. Now, distance has never been my sort of thing. I've always been far short of that. But knowing that only 2% of golfers at my level are able to do that makes me feel so much better about my driving. As long as I can keep it in the fairway, I'm happy. I'd much rather be straight and short than far and anywhere in the trees or in the distance. Okay, so we are roughly 150 yards from the pin. Now, how far out would you expect to be from this sort of distance? Let's take that 5 handicapper again. To get inside 10 feet, he is doing that less than 6% of the time. Masters winner Jon Rahm last season from this distance averaged 23.5 feet from the pin. So it just goes to show you shouldn't be going for the pin. Always go for the green. If you hit the green, you're in with a chance. Let's see how we do from here. Probably not well. This is not my sort of distance, but we'll give it a go. Now that one is thin and a lot further away than 23.5 feet, but I still feel okay about it. Did you know Rory McIlroy averaged 1.7 putts per hole when he won the PGA Championship last season? 1.7. What does that mean for us? Now, what that means is 2 putts are your friend. 2 putts are not a problem. 3 putts are what you need to try and avoid. So your first putt should not be about going for the hole. It should be about going for the dustbin lid, trying to get it close enough that you can sink it, because 2 putts are absolutely your friend. That is what you need to be aiming for, considering that Rory McIlroy, who won the PGA Championship, is averaging 1.7. Now, is that anywhere near the hole? Not especially, but it's within the dustbin lid. The pace was good, and I can tap that away for a 2 putt. Chances are I will now miss this. 2 putts are your friend. Just avoid 3 putts at all costs. That is how you will start getting that handicap down. Rory's average of 1.7 wasn't even that far off the norm. Number 1 was 1.5, and the worst on the PGA Tour was around about 1.95 putts per hole. So PGA Tour players aren't averaging a putt a hole. They're averaging closer to 2. 3 putts are what you need to avoid to bring that handicap down. 2 putts are absolutely your friend at our level. Let's talk birdies. Birdies are sexy, right? Birdies are what we all want. How many birdies do you think the average tour player is making? At the Masters this weekend, the average birdie or better percentage was just 21%. Jon Rahm, who won the Masters, got 31% birdie or better. Now, what does that mean? 69% of the winner of the Masters were par or worse. So for a 20, 15, even 10 handicapper, birdies are very much a luxury, not something that we need to go too aggressive to chase, not something we should be expecting of ourselves. If anything, we should be happy with pars. So let's go and see what we do here. Probably not a lot. This is a hole that's never particularly good for me, but we'll give it a go. Thin as you like, but not in any danger. Gives me a chance to chip onto the green and then hopefully two putt for a bogey. Now, for me, aiming at bogey golf, that's absolutely fine. If I'd gone too aggressive there, there's water in front, I am in a lot of trouble. And suddenly that birdie that I was chasing turns into a double bogey and my round is absolutely dead. So, to sum up, a low handicap golfer is only finding half of their fairways, and more often than not, it's going to be less than 275 yards. Can confirm, not a fairway. A tiny number of shots from 150 are going sub 10 feet, so just be happy to hit the green. Number 4 was that some of the best golfers in the world are averaging between 1.5 and 2 putts per hole, so just try and avoid those 3 putts as much as you possibly can. And finally, don't go unnecessarily chasing those birdies, because even tour pros at their very, very best, the best players in the world, are only making those 30% of the time on a good day, 20% of the time, most of it. Guys, thank you so much again for watching. Apologies that the videos have been inconsistent lately, but weather, as you know, in the UK has been absolutely horrific. So hopefully now that spring is back, the sun can start coming out and we can start getting some evening rounds and some more videos to you. As I mentioned before, didn't just want to churn out content for the sake of it. But thank you so much again for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment on the video. What stats have you heard of that would help high handicap golfers get out of their heads a little bit more? Just try and remember, enjoy your golf as much as possible. Don't be too harsh on yourself. We'll see you next time.